So now we're turning to one of the topic areas that we heard from parents as needing so much, which is the need to balance your time and balance work and figure out how to manage your time. Time management was one of the biggest things we heard about in our parenting survey, and one where we had parents really struggling. Here are just some quotes that we heard from our parent survey. There's no time to take care of yourself when you're so busy taking care of your kids. You can't even go for a walk alone because you can't leave them home alone. This kind of constant time pressure and the pressures of kind of being around kids were really tough. Between the busy schedule of being a good parent, attentive to your children's needs, a good partner, continuing to have a fulfilling professional life, I forget to appreciate the here and now. Everything is just busy and months fly by and you just don't have time to be there. And I think this is important because there's so much work suggesting that just as society in general and just adults in general, not even talking about parents, we are busier than we ever have been before, and we're feeling more and more stressed for time. So much so that psychologists have come up with a term for this, which is what they call time famine, which is defined as the subjective sense that you just have too much to do and just not enough time to do any of it. You're kind of in some sense feeling famished for time. And researchers have found that feelings of time famine have been going up a lot just in the general population. If you want a kind of nice deep dive into some of the work on time management, strongly recommend this book, Time Smart by Ashley Woolens at Harvard Business School. She's done some of the best work on the consequences of time famine. And what she finds is that we're feeling it and it's hurting us. She talks about this survey that she did with 2 million Americans, finding that time famine is increasing and has a really terrible impact on our happiness. In fact, if you self-report being time famished in her surveys, that hit on your well-being is just as bad as if you self-report being unemployed. Probably all of you today, if you lost your job, that would have a hit on your well-being. Just having no time is as bad as that for your overall happiness, which is bad for parents because parents are really busy and much busier than ever. And it's worth noting that these kinds of things are getting worse over time. We know this from the Surgeon General's recent report on parents under pressure. He finds that if you look at what was happening decades ago, parents are spending more time physically at work. So this is comparing what parents were doing in the 1980s versus now. Here's women versus men time at work back in the 1980s, and here's women and men time at work now. Both sexes are getting worse in terms of how much time they're spending at work, but the hit is even harder for women. So we're spending more time at work, but in addition, we're spending more hours on childcare. Here's the number of hours a week that women and men were spending on childcare back in the 1980s. And this is what it is now. And that little asterisk is up there to note that this is the things that people self-report as child care. This isn't just even being around your kids, taking them to soccer practice, being around them when they're playing, right? There's just a lot of time that's getting spent both more on work and more on childcare, which is kind of just unsustainable. And that means that there's also an opportunity cost of what's happening to parents. Parents don't have time to just go on a simple bike ride with their partner. They don't have time to just hang out with their partner and enjoy life and chat and do these things. Parents don't have time for sleep, other activities that happen in the bed. All this stuff is going away because parents just don't have time to kind of be with one another. But at the same time that parents are getting more time famished, I think it's really important to acknowledge that our children are getting more time famished too. One of the reasons parents are so time famished is that they're running their kids from schools to extracurriculars to sports to activities to play dates. Kids' calendars are getting more time famished too, the research shows. And that comes with several opportunity costs of the things that kids aren't doing when they're so busy, right? Study after study shows that kids' homework is going up and up and up. But that winds up being an opportunity cost on the other things that kids traditionally did. Like the fact that these days there's significant dips in just the amount of time that kids spend outside, that kids spend with other kids, right? And so this kind of constant time famine that our kids are going through for these educational activities is getting them a hit on what they're not doing. Same thing in terms of screens, right? Obviously, we know that kids are spending more time on screens, but that also seems to have an opportunity cost, right? They're spending less time with other kids, less time being social, and importantly, less time with sleep, which is something that I think we'll come back to again and again in the course. So this raises a question, which is how can we fix this, right? We're all feeling so overly time famished. What can we do? And this is where we turn to our framework of trying to figure out how we can think differently, act differently, and feel differently.